what makes a successful night for Ron DeSantis? Because I know what I think makes a successful night for him. What do you think makes a successful night for him?
For DeSantis?
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
Why?
Only because, again, when you're talking about who would you be comparing him to, everybody's going to be say, well, how is he different from Trump? And unfortunately for him, he occupies a lot of the same lanes as Trump. So people are just going to say, he's kind of what I expected. It's exactly the same thing, but I got this guy. He's the guy. This is AC/DC. I don't want the cover band big balls. I want AC/DC. So I'll go see AC/DC. Cover band, great when it's a Thursday night and I got nothing to do at 10:30. I figure I go out for a beer. I'll check out big balls. Great. But they want to see the big guy. You know, the real big guy.
Yep.
You know, when you talk about it. With somebody like, do you want me to go on? Do you want?
Yeah.
Okay. Pence is, I think, more of a waste of time than just about anybody else.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I think he's really a waste of time. I totally like when you said his name, I totally was like, oh my goodness, I forgot he was even involved. That's how unimpressive Mike Pence has become.
Yep.
So for him to have a good night, people just have to remember he was there. For Vivek?
You mean for Pence?
For Pence, yes. For DeSantis to have a good night, I think he's just gotta be able to, I don't know, stay above the fray or just
see the thing about DeSantis.
It's tough.
It's tough. I think you make valid points on why you don't want the cover band when you can get the real thing. I think his job tonight is to try to stay out of the fray on the stage as much as possible and talk to the camera.
Yeah,
because no matter with all of the never anybody but Trumpers who are set, and that's fine. The thing the governor has is everybody else up on that stage is going to be talking a lot about like what they want to do. In Vivek's case, he's pretty much a blank slate. He has put none of what he talks about into action. And quite frankly, he's gotten a lot of flack in the last couple of weeks about some of the things he said because people say, well, you sound great. You sound great. And sometimes we listen and go, okay, did he say something important there or did he not say something important there? You know, he's got this 9/11 stuff floating around him right now, which the media kind of misquotes on what he said. But still, what he said, it's kind of like, whoa, wait, what? Huh? But for the governor, as it is for President Trump, of course, he's not there. But for the governor, he can talk about what he has actually done. Everybody else can talk about what they dream about doing, their vision of what they think it should be, or how they can push back on the left, how they can push back on the culture, how they can push back on education in the classroom. He can talk about what he has done, what he has continued to be on offense, what he has done in Florida, what he has done to push back against the left's agenda, what he has done to push back on all of these things that the Republicans have always been so weak on, how he turned Florida from blue to almost forever red, the difference between Republican registered voters in Florida, the numbers I keep seeing continue to widen that margin, what he has done there. So I think that's one of the main differences is his distinction between talk, which you're going to hear a lot of on the stage, from people who, when they are in a position to do it, like Christie, failed miserably, like in New Jersey. I think that's one of the big differences that he can have tonight is to talk about what he has actually done to push back. And again, these nights are no matter what anyone tells you, these nights are about the future, not about the past. And then when you get caught in the past, you're getting lost in the fray because these nights, as voters will tell you, are about the future, no matter what anyone says.
Yeah.
And I think he could paint a very good vision of what some of the real good, look at Kim Reynolds in Iowa, look at him in Florida, look at Glenn Youngkin, look at Kristi Noem, look at Brian Kemp. You may not agree with everything on all those people, but those are executives in red states that are pushing back and getting things done, and he's at the top of the list.